everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Xochitl. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Today we are doing another foundation review, and it is the NYX Bear With Me Luminous Tinted Skin Serum. I heard serum. I have tried the Bear With Me before in like the original kind of like tube. So I wanted to try this serum because it had a lot of keywords that I love. It's supposed to be a luminous, dewy finish while being sheer, non-greasy. It's supposed to have some good benefits. This tinted serum provides sheer coverage with luminous finish infused with tremella mushrooms. It provides skin loving benefits. I wish you would tell me what the skin loving benefits were, but I wanted to try this out. I picked up mine in the shade Universal Light Medium. So they only have about 5 different shades. They're supposed to be kind of universal, like work within lighter, darker. So let's see, this is also this is a little bit higher. It's $17. I mean, not far off. I feel like NYX is kind of a little bit more up there in general, but this is what it looks like. I guess it has like a little, this is the first time I've opened it, a little dropper. Is it? Ooh, what the, or not? Do I have to turn it around? I don't understand. Oh, okay, I see. Is there something in there? What the? Is there supposed to be something connected to here? I thought there was. Aha, they have instructions. Okay. So if you're slow like me, so twist off that top. Off. Oh, I see. Okay. And then... oh, I see. Okay, so don't open that, and then we squeeze from there. Learning curve. Thank you. Instructions. I must have been like, oh my gosh, this is broken. So I have very, very dry skin. I've been doing a couple of dry skin reviews if you guys want to check them out. I just did the Fenty one, but I'm excited, or I don't know how I feel. We shall see how I feel about this one, because it's supposed to be sheer coverage, so it's supposed to like blur and even out your skin tone. So let's see if at least it does that. So I've prepped my face with my Good Molecules priming, moisturizing primer all over my face in general, like I usually do. Once again, this is kind of like a skin type of a product, so I was like, let's see if just that alone works. But then on just the right side of my face, I went in with my e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer to see if using a primer would make a difference for those of us who like to use primer. And now for how I'm going to apply this. Let's see. So my Fenty worked really well with my hands. I just want to see the difference. I haven't tried it yet. So with the brush and then with the sponge, I feel like maybe the brush might be better to give me some coverage. It's supposed to be sheer coverage, so we'll see. If not, maybe we'll just slap our hands on there. So let's just go straight in, but let's look at my face. Let's maybe do half. And we've got redness. We've got some stuff that needs to be evened out. So I'm supposed to squeeze. Oh, there you go. Okay, I was scared. Okay. All right, let's see. Let us see. Let's try a brush. It's not, I guess I thought it was going to be more watery. Okay. They said sheer. They're not kidding. Let's see if it evens anything out. It doesn't seem like too watery, like it's not dripping down. It's a little bit thicker, but yeah, sponge is probably going to soak everything up. So I'll try my hands on the other side actually. It is sheer. It is sheer. At least with like other tinted skin tints, like it covers up my redness really quickly. Oh man, I'm supposed to, well, we'll see. I was like, I have a meeting. I was hoping it'd cover something up. I should have done this on Wednesday or Thursday when I don't have meetings. Can I layer it on? Okay, let's just see if that's a one layer. Does it cover redness? Maybe not. Just looks like I put moisturizer without a tint on my face. Let's see this side. Let's try our hands. Just gonna go in. But yeah, as you can see, like, it's not super dry or watery. Okay, I feel like hands just gave me a little bit. No, I don't even know. Just feels like I'm putting like a primer or something on my face. It is luminous looking. I don't need, so I guess we're going with the natural look today. Very luminous. That's it. It just looks like I put like a luminous primer on my face. Feels nice. Slight scent. Yeah. Shall we try layering? Just maybe my redness? Really? I'm not sure what the goal here is. They should have just, I mean, this probably would be a great primer. I feel like if I put more, I'm gonna look like a real grease ball then. Is that how people look? I want a little bit more than that. Okay, let's see, let's see. At least in the middle. This is such a weird way to squeeze it too. I would have preferred like a traditional dropper. Ugh. Okay, hands. And like there's not really much on my hands either. Like they just look greasy. So let's see. It's supposed to be sheer. Yeah, this is sheer AF. I'm not sure. So I guess if you just want to look extra luminous, natural AF, going with your concealer and then maybe this. I would have liked it to at least cover up redness. A light coverage would have been nice. I think they would have boosted the coverage. This actually would have been really nice for dry skin. But I don't feel like it, like this whole middle part of my face is still red. Got that guy there. I'm not sure what shoe evened out. Does it take time? Maybe a little bit better. I just look a little bit more luminous. I don't know. Let me go in with my concealer. Let me go in with concealer, brows, and a bronzer, and I'll be back. Okay, so I put on a concealer, brows, a mascara, and some lipstick. Concealer, I try not to go like too low to cover up the redness. Probably went up to like here. So maybe that kind of contributed to kind of evening that out, but you can see that guy right there. Did get new concealer. I was like, let me wait and see if it like adjusts a little bit. Kind of gives me some coverage. A little bit better. Oh, I also put cream bronzer on around my face, but it's very, 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 very natural, very sheer. This was kind of like with 2 layers. I feel like with my hands, it did give me a little bit more kind of coverage. The dewiness definitely went down a little bit. It's definitely feels tacky though, so if you guys don't like that, I mean, I usually lean towards a dewy foundation, so I don't mind that kind of tackiness. But let me just, this is what it looks like. Very sheer, but workable, I guess. If anything, very much pair it with a concealer. It didn't do any weird things with the concealer, but if I look up close, I can definitely see a little bit more red right around here, so that's how you know I didn't go too low with the concealer. And in person, luckily I don't see anybody in person anymore. It's all remote. So let me just go ahead and some Max Fix Plus just to see if that'll hold. Ooh, a mascara a little bit. And let me go in with some Milani Make It Last setting spray. It is around 8:45, so I'll try to do like a 4-hour check-in. I'm just wondering, is this going to stay on my face? And I guess like it's supposed to be luminous and it's supposed to be dewy, so will it be a luminous and dewy on my dry skin? I don't know, so we will find out. But we will do a 4-hour check-in, and then honestly I'll probably do just a check-in at the end of the day. Because I probably want to wash my face off, but not once you kind of put everything together. You know, it looks a little bit better than my before face, but still very, very, very sheer, since I do have lots of redness going on, but this is workable for those. I think we have a Zoom conference today, so I think you can even put a little filter effect there. But this is my face at around 8:45. I will be back for the 4-hour check-in and then the end of the day check-in, and we'll just see did this dry up on my dry skin, even though it's supposed to be luminous and dewy at all. I will let you know. Hello. So no afternoon check-in. It's Tuesday. I should have known. I forgot. By the time I remembered, it was like 3:45, 4 o'clock. Tuesdays are my crazy day, so you just get the end results, but I'm gonna talk about it here and there. And it is like 6:30 p.m. So like, oh my god, sorry, I'm not this old of a lady. I feel like I'm always yawning around this time. It's the end of the workday. It's been a day. So almost like 9.5 hours later, basically almost 10, because I was kind of done with this by like 8:40ish, almost 9 a.m. Okay. So let's talk about this product. I feel like a lot of people are very confused about this product, what it's supposed to give me. I saw some like oily skin reviews on it, and they were just like confused. I honestly was drawn to it because I do have very, very dry skin. So luminosity, dewy, give it to me. I was intrigued because it does say sheer coverage. Now, what I find when as I was looking at the foundation throughout the day, I feel like it adjusted once I was done with everything. And honestly, I feel like for someone like me personally who does have, you know, redness kind of around their face, especially like on like my forehead, that I didn't do like any concealer. I tried to like keep the concealer like, you know, up to here in general. So this area where I do have like that part of the redness, like on the top part of my cheeks, I have a little bit more so, but because of the concealer, it kind of, you know, got blurred out from there. And then, but you can still see the rest of like the redness around my face, but especially on my forehead, I did not add the concealer. I could have, but I wanted to just see how it would perform with it. I am obviously still looking very luminous, very dewy, and it doesn't look like the product like dried off or flaked off my face, which is really, really nice. The bronzer that I put on around my face also kind of sat on it pretty nicely. But for me personally, the way I look at using this type of luminous tinted skin serum is with pairing it with some sort of concealer. So I wish, like honestly, like NYX would have paired it that way, like use your favorite concealer from NYX with this, because I think that just makes more sense. So I feel like if you're someone who's a little bit confused, or you're like, this did nothing for me, I think that's the best use of this product, because when I just kind of cleared up anything around my face with the concealer, or when I added my concealer, it just kind of brought everything to life, still giving it a very natural finish, very natural. Like if you just love the most natural feel with a hint of luminosity, a hint of dewiness, pair it with the concealer, and I think you might like this. I think I would probably like this as like even like a primer, you know, type of a deal. But if you're someone who's like, I expected some sort of coverage, well, first off, it's sheer coverage, but that's kind of what you're gonna get. You're gonna get a little bit more if you just pair it with like your favorite concealer, and say like your concealer just doesn't give you the luminosity all around that you want. That's kind of where this guy comes in. So I'm not mad at it, but it's probably just not my personal preference. It's going to be some people's personal preference, not everybody's personal preference, of course. I prefer more of a light coverage at least, but even this, it's a very natural, very luminous. I think if you're oily skin, though, this might be a little bit too oily for you. Normal to dry skin, you know, you might like it. It does feel very, very lightweight. It does kind of have a little bit of a tacky feel. For the right side of my face, that I did use my e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer. Honestly, this skin tint serum does not need a primer whatsoever, because I much prefer the side of my face on the left, where I honestly just use my Good Molecule silicone free priming moisturizer. So this is honestly my favorites. I have a link of mine where you can purchase it, and I mean, I'm already gonna be almost done with this. I have another backup, but if you have some sort of moisturizer that doubles as a primer, those are really great for these type of tinted moisturizers, skin tint serums, so you can just avoid a primer altogether. And therefore I just kind of prefer this side. I feel like this side kind of dried out a little bit with the e.l.f. Putty Primer, but I'm curious your thoughts on this. But let me just see, actually, since I was gonna take off my makeup anyway because I am tired, just to kind of see how it looks like, how much of a difference did it make with my face. So let me actually just take off this part of my face, since this side was preferred without the primer anyway, because it does make a little bit of a difference. And just so you don't have to like zoom back a before and after, let's just see without anything. It did cover, yeah, look at that. It did cover. This still looks nicer. So when you look at it in this perspective, I like it. It does do something. It's a very, very natural, I'm glowing from within type of a deal. Because, yeah, look at this side of my face versus this side. Much better. And honestly, I tried to use minimal products. But what I'm like kind of gearing at, even down here where I have the redness, it's still kind of like even it out a little bit. So, that's not bad actually. It does do something. It just depends what of a something do you want. You get me? Because even on top of here, I didn't really use, I didn't really put my concealer on either. So you can still have that nice skin-like finish. So looking at it like this, I think looking at it like this, I was like, okay, I need to do a little something, something. It's the most natural something, something. So if you're someone who still feels like a tinted moisturizer is a little bit too much for you, you want to tone it down even more, you might actually really like this product. Let me know. I can tell a difference. Can you tell a difference? It's very minimal, but I can tell. But even like this side of my face is just bland, it's just dry. Pair it with your concealer. I think without the concealer, it's just more luminous. But yeah, so that's the difference for you guys. There's a slight difference. It's not going to be everybody's, type of a difference that you want to see. But if you want luminous, you want dewy, just evening some things out, of course, pair with the concealer, you might actually like it. Dry skin, honestly, the dry skin like luminosity, I am digging. I just personally prefer a little bit of coverage, but I can just go in with my concealer for that. So in case y'all were curious, these are my results. Like, don't you like this side of my face? Hello. Like, which Zoom conference are you going to go on? So that is my review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful for those of you who maybe were on the fence. I'm curious if, there are some of you who are going to pick up this product and try it out. Comment down below if you do or you did and what you tried with it. I would honestly suggest using concealer if you just kind of felt like coverage wasn't exactly there. I think this is a good skin serum to pair with the concealer. On its own, just doesn't do as much. But also I wanted to mention too, I feel like because it is sheer and there are only 5 colors supposed to like adjust with your skin, I feel like it does kind of a good job with that. I wonder if it would have gone a little bit too dark or a little bit too light, what the difference would be. But mine was in the shade Universal Light Medium. So in case you guys are curious, that's what I got. But I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can keep up with the rest of my videos. And now I'm going to wipe off the rest of my face, and I'll see you all next time.